YouTube, it's Justin here. Today I've got a little drumhead video. I just got these Aquarian clear white dot heads. Well, that's not what really they're called. I forget what Aquarian calls them. They call them classic clear with power dot. And essentially this is very similar to the Remo controlled sound head. But I've never tried the Aquarian version of it. And I wanted to try them on my toms. So that's why I got these. You know, Remo heads, I don't know. It's been a few years since I've actually bought new Remo heads. Here's the other one. But I stopped playing them a couple of years ago because I really feel like their quality kind of went downhill. The coating seemed to come off really quickly, and they just weren't sounding as good as they used to me. I don't know. I used to play nothing but Remos, but recently, well, what's on my toms right now actually is Attack coated Attack drumheads, single ply mediums, and they sound pretty good. They are a little bit old. I had them from another kit, and then, or no, they're from this kit, but I had them on there a couple years ago, and then took them off. Then had some other Aquarians on. The these ones right here, the Studio X, which I think sound awesome. But I had those on there for a couple of years, and I just wanted to try something different. I was going to go with the dots and see how they sound. So I figured I would do a little video about it. But yeah, what I was saying though is I feel like the Remo stuff, I don't know, some of you guys might still really like Remo, and you know, they are one of the innovators of drum heads, and no doubt they made some great heads. But I think Aquarian right now have got to be my favorite. They have a lot of options, a lot of different heads. They seem to last forever. Like the one on my Snare right now is the Studio X with a power dot. So it's kind of like a combination between that last one I showed you and one of these. And I'm leaving that on there. I had the Attack coated on there a couple videos ago, but I switched it back. Let's see if you can see it. I switched it back because I really, really like the sound of this head on the snare drum. I think it sounds incredible. So I'm going to leave that on there for the time being. And I think it'll last several more years probably, you know, because that power dot in the center does not show any sign of wearing out anytime soon. So who knows how long I can use this thing, but it sounds really good. So I'm going to throw these on the toms and we'll see how they sound.
Not done tuning yet, but I just wanted to show you that, man, they sure do look cool on there. I love the look of the dot on the drum. It just gives it a real retro look. I just think it's really cool. Just wanted to share that.
All right, so I got them on here, and they look really, really cool, I think. So we're going to hear how they sound now. They sound really nice to me, very open and warm. The floor tom was given a little bit of rattle there in the last video. I think it was my mic clip. I think I got it fixed, but I'm using, just so you know, my tom mics are mounted directly to the toms, and these are some pretty cheap tom mics that I'm using, but they do sound pretty good overall. But just due to space, I really can't use regular mic stands, so I have to use the clips, which cause a little bit of noise sometimes, but I just wanted to give you guys that warning. So I'm going to play a little bit more and let's hear how they sound. All right, well, they sound quite nice to me. I'm really into the sound of these, actually. They sound like a nice cross between clear and coated heads in a way, because they have that dot right in the center that warms them up just a little bit, but still has the nice clear open sustain, which is really nice. And what I just should mention, too, that I have a 12x8 rack tom and a 14x14-inch floor tom. This is a Tama Imperialstar BOP kit, which is the 18-inch bass drum, 5x14, 12, and 14. And I just wanted to mention that. And the bottoms, the resonant heads, are actually the Tama clear single ply that came on the tops of these drums that I switched over to the resonant side of the heads when I got them new. But they sound good as resonant heads. They're very easy to tune up. I just threw them on there, a couple of tunes. I don't tune overly tight or overly loose. I'm kind of like, I let the drum sustain where it kind of wants to sustain is usually my philosophy in tuning drums. Sort of a medium tension. You could usually hear the sweet spot, you know, once you get it in that area, and the drum will naturally sustain the most in a certain pitch, usually. So that's what I usually try to do. And overall, I think they're great. If you want to pick up some of these, I'll put a link down below, and you can get them through Amazon, or if you can't find them on there, I ordered them directly through Aquarian, which you could do as well. And they have an order. You can just order through PayPal right on their website and do the checkout and all of that. And it shows up pretty fast. It only took like 2 or 3 days or something like that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I do a lot of drum lessons on here, as well as a lot of software tutorials, recording, all types of music stuff, vintage tech reviews. You may have noticed my Tama Techstar pads there. I did a video about these pretty recently. So if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe and click like and all that good stuff. And also, you can always check out my music at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great night.